Alrighty, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another video. And today I'm going to be reviewing the LEGO UCS Razor Crest. Now, this thing was from the TV show The Mandalorian, and it's probably one of the best Star Wars shows to ever come out. And this thing does have more pieces than my UCS Venator, which I'll show in a minute. So yeah, there's my UCS Venator standing on top of the fridge right there. This thing has 5,274 pieces. And this behemoth, I believe, has like 6,187. So this thing is obviously better than mine in terms of like pieces and playability, which I'll get to in a second. But for now, I want to talk about the display plaque and what this thing comes with. So this thing comes with the Mandalorian, and he is one of the most detailed Mandalorians. He has the very first updated helmet, and he has printed arms. You guys can probably see the printed arms right there in the detail, and he comes with a cape. So pretty detailed. Next, you guys can see little baby Grogu there on his little roller skates. I think that looks freaking adorable. And then we have the I Have Spoken guy. I don't know what his name is. I think his name is like Ugnaught or something like that. But for now, let's put the display pack black there, and let's go over the Razor Crest. This thing is freaking phenomenal. It is basically a giant playset, which I'll get to in a second. First, I did help my uncle build this because he helped me build my Venator. But, I don't know if you guys noticed, but if you look here and go like this, there is a door that opens to the inside of the ship, and there is one on the other side. So I could probably just open that real quick. So yeah, if you notice, it's very flush, like with the surrounding area, and it looks really freaking nice. So, I mean, there you go. It has like a nice open space there. And then there's even more stuff that opens, dude. Now this is probably the best angle to look at it, but the back door does open, and it has like a nice hydraulic system going for it. So you guys can see the little like hydraulics in there, and it looks phenomenal, dude. It looks really good. Let me just close those doors up there. Now, moving on some more, we do have the bridge. Now, this ship is extremely modular. So if you notice the bridge here, it's not connected to anything. So it basically just comes right off, and it is connected just by these two studs here. So it just sits just like that, and it's pretty snug too. So let's just take that off, and we'll go take a look at the interior. So there is a full-fledged interior. This is obviously the Mandalorian's chair, and it has two more seats right in there. And then we have a little Grogu spot right there. And yes, there is a door. This thing literally has a freaking door in it, dude. Like, there's two sections to this bridge. It's freaking amazing. And obviously, the just sheer amount of control panels in that thing is insane. Now let's move on and go to the first story of the interior. Now this little section does come off, so I'm gonna go take it off real quick. There we go. And you guys can see some more of the interior. I'm gonna go take off all the other sections in a second. For now, I'm gonna go move those sections out of the way. Oh yeah, and if you guys notice, there is like a ladder down there. That's why there's like a little gap right there, because that's actually like a ladder that climbs up to the second story. Now, before I take the giant engines off, there is an escape pod here, and I did build the escape pod. It comes with a little window, and it's pretty cool. I mean, it kind of just plops just right down in there, just like that. But I'm gonna go need two hands to take off the engines. I did help build the engines, and it's very freaking heavy. So let me just take those off real quick. All right, now that I took the engines off, that is one piece, and I can carry it with one hand. So let me just be careful with the escape pod, because that is kind of part of it. So I'm going to be very careful with this, but yes, I can carry this with one hand. It is pretty hefty, but I am able to carry it with one hand. So let me just take the other pieces off. Let me put that section right there. I believe, yes, this comes off too. I'm going to put that there, and then the entire back of this section comes off. So I'm going to take that back section off. So now you can see the other minifigure that's in here. The blue guy you see in the very first episode that Mandalorian captures and puts in a carbon freezing chamber. So yes, there is literally a fully fledged interior in this. And it goes all across like the inside of the ship. It is insane. And as you guys can see, the entire back part of that is structuring. So yeah, this thing is probably one of the coolest things. And the coolest part of this is when I was talking about the Razor Crest, I told my uncle, I was like, dude, there's a discount going on with this thing. It went from $600 to just $400. So he asked me to flip a coin, and it was heads, he buys it, tails, he doesn't buy it. It landed on heads. Next thing I know, he bought it. He goes, I'm going to go do something stupid. So he bought it, and he told me when he builds this and puts it on display, it's supposed to be a reminder that it's my fault. He spent $400 on this. So, yeah. Oh, another thing worth mentioning, there is a weapons rack in here. If I open the weapons rack, you guys can probably, let me just open it real quick. You can see there is some weapons in there. I can't really get in there, but there are weapons in there. I think it's very cool. In terms of just overall playability and details, I would say this thing is better than my Venator class attack cruiser. That thing is just a display piece. If you really wanted to, you could play with this. Now that's all there is to it. Let me know what you guys think of this ship in the comments below. I would love to hear you guys' feedback. I did promise that I would do a review on this after I did the review on my attack cruiser. This thing is not mine. This is my uncle's, but yeah. I'm going to go put it together and just do a little montage for you guys. Alright, I did have trouble putting it back together, but I ended up succeeding in putting it back together. So let me just do a little montage for you guys. And I am going to compare this to the Mandalorian playset, because yes, there is a Razor Crest playset, and this thing kind of dwarfs the playset in a way. Yeah, this thing, it looks freaking amazing, dude. And just the sheer size of this thing, this is the size of my hand compared to how big it is, dude. And there you guys have it. So this is the playset that was originally for $150 or $170. And then you have the big giant behemoth just sitting right there. I mean, look at the size of the UCS Razor Crest compared to that thing, man. Absolutely unreal. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear you guys' feedback. And yeah, I think that's going to do it for today's video. Peace out, guys.